Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am BorderWise and welcome back to From the Depths. Let's build a thing. Now, apologies for this video taking a while for me to get around to. I was sick and it was very irritating. But I have been busy since I couldn't record because my voice was wrecked and I kept sneezing and coughing and snotting everywhere. So, I've made progress since the last time we were in the vehicle designer, designing the small airship, and to all the people who said like there's no way that airship is small, okay, fine, it depends on your definition of small. My definition of small in this game is if it's below 100 meters long. That's because I like to make things which are quite long and skinny. But I guess we'll call it the small-ish airship from now. The not too bigger than small, but not quite medium-sized airship. Okay? We happy? Good. So what you're observing right now is the new autocannon miniguns I have designed to stick on this thing, which are smaller, lighter, and better looking than the ones I just kind of made up on the spot, and they're currently wrecking an Atlas. Well, they just wrecked the Atlas. So, the good news is as well that I have already put these things on the small-ish airship, and I've already done all the individual firing restrictions for the turrets and the autocannons, because that's really important, because these things are a little bit derpy when it comes to fail-safes, or just fail-safes in general don't work particularly well. But, so you really do have to set firing restrictions on every single firing piece or weapon on a turret, as well as the turret itself. And I've also managed to get the thing in the air, because I remembered approximately 5 minutes after I finished recording last time how to actually make things fly with Teddy Blades. It was a little bit embarrassing. There's actually more than one way to do it, it's quite interesting. But let us spawn in the airship again, and we've got it flying, we've got the gun set up. There's just a wee problem with it, and that is that it's got a bit of a pitch problem. All the Teddy Blades are in the back, and so there's two ways we can fix this. We can stick more altitude Teddy Blades near the front, or we could stick a PID on it, but I'm gonna go for the time-tested method of just sticking a pitch control Teddy Blade in the front. Because currently this is what it's doing, and it's as hilarious as it is, and as freaking cool as it is to get a really good look at the deck, this is not kosher, it's not what we want. So, let's get into it. So, pitch control at the front, very simple. It's just, we're going to go here, we're going to stick a reasonably strong Teddy Blade in front here. Before I do that, actually, let's go over what I've done since last time. So, first off, the firing restrictions. Pretty much on this front turret here, every single turret, which is the main turret, the side turret on the side turrets, and every wee autocannon on there has firing restrictions, quite strict ones as well. This gun should not fire in that direction because it will shoot itself. And same for these side guns right here, and same for these ones right here. Very strict firing restrictions, so hopefully it shouldn't shoot itself. And when I tested it, it didn't. So, very brief test though. And in here, we have these Teddy Blades right here, which, as soon as you see, as soon as it dips below 100, they activate, and unfortunately tip the whole thing nose up. But no worries, we're going to fix that right now. And I should really stick an extra layer of wood on the underside of this. But we're not doing that quite yet. So to start off with, we're going to do... What were we going to do? We're going to do this. Dedicated head, dedicated spinner, me. 2, that should do. Extension. 2. 1, 2, and then control blocks. Like so. So, I'm gonna do this. So, I always have trouble remembering what the hell. Okay, let's have a wee bit of wobble. No, tiny bit of wobble. Probably not even necessary for this. Min value, max value is not within that. Wait, I need to... No, wait. I need to think here. So, is within that. So if it's pitching up a little bit, it's going to pull it down. Which means spin, block, set rotation speed. It's pitching up, so set this down. That's not working. Set it to 3. Okay. Is... There we go, she's getting pulled down. And does this thing stop? It levels out. No, it does not. I need to remember again how the hell to do this. Not within... Because now it's going too far the other way. And paste. No, not that, not that. I should have figured this out off camera, but I did not. There we go. Beautiful. And now the risk is that, because now, well, you see now, the thing is bobbing up and down merrily. Let's see here. Okay, so this is a little bit too strong, actually. So we're gonna dial down this a little bit, because that seems to be working. I'm gonna stick some more data blades up here. And reverse them. Continuous reverse, continuous reverse. Rotor driver 5, rotor driver 5. And this is to prevent the pitch control flipping the thing upside down, which is a problem if you are not careful. That is working beautifully, because these two rotors, because they're reversed, it always does this the other way around. That is beautiful. That is lovely. That is, in fact, stellar. And there was another thing I was going to do. Yeah, okay, I'm going to dial down these a little bit, because you don't want it rocking too violently. And now... Let's see, I do want this thing bouncing around. Dun 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 dun. That. And I want this thing bouncing around in the air a little bit. So you see here, it should reliably go up and down between 50 and 100 meters. That might be a bit much, actually. Whoa, it's rolling. Rolling. Not good. Actually, wait. I probably don't need to set these things to reverse. In fact, I don't need to do that at all. What was I thinking? Wait, I do need to do that. Shite. Maybe I do need roll control as well. Damn it, and I was telling people off for growling at me for not having roll control. Because usually Daddy blades are a very stable upwards flow. Okay, that's too much bouncing. That's too much bouncing. That's no good. Yuck. Yucky, yucky. It's just gonna be 30-meter bounce, methinks? No, 20-meter bounce. That will do nicely. The other thing we can do... Maybe what happens if I get rid of these? Absolutely nothing, okay. Gosh dang it. There we go. Okay, so this thing does need some roll control. The good news is that is rather straightforward. You could use a PID or you could use Deadly Blades. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's set you down a little bit. And set you down a little bit, just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's stone right there. And we will set the roll controls over here. Ideally, you would stick the roll control near the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, I'm having a reasonably good day. How about you guys? Okay, let's see. So, 1, 2, 3, range of 3. I could use a PID for this, by the way. I mentioned that already, but I do not like using PIDs unless I absolutely have to. So, we're not doing that. We are going to do a different thing. So, here, it might be cheaper to use a PID, but let's see. This thing doesn't need super tight roll control, so roll. And similar to what's over here. So copy. And paste. And that is going to be really fucking turn. So I want this thing to be spinning in reverse at the moment, so roll. God dang it. And let's check the forces. Forces not playing ball, so that's big roll. Gosh dang it, I'm trying to remember how the hell this works. There. And did that do anything? Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's in fact too much now, so copy, paste, and 0. Yep, too much. Should dial this down a little. No, I can't do that. Ah, I forgot an important thing about roll control is that you need separate little things for this. Okay, so so if you want the overly complicated way of doing this stuff, then, well, here I am. Doing my job great, I believe. And get rid of these things, and dial the range down a bit, and that should work grand, I think. Look at this stable as hell thing. Well, stable as hell. I prefer my craft to bounce around a little bit. Some people would hate that, and I'm just gonna dial down the power of these things just... Wait a minute. These things aren't using any power. Awesome! That's very convenient. Look at that thing. Look at it. And always save as you go. Always, always. And wow, this thing is now flying relatively stably. And actually, you know what? I want this thing to hover a little bit lower. Because it's good at aiming up, not so good at aiming down. So we're gonna adjust this a little bit. Okay, so... we'll put this down to 40, and yes, I know that, and we'll do this to 60. Down she goes. She's gonna bob just over the waves like that, and yes, I know that altitude helps with evasion and all that jazz. That's not what that's not what this thing is for, yo. This thing is for, I know, scuttling around quite close to the ground. Okay, some of the things are spinning a little bit, but I don't particularly mind. That's something that is on the Wadjet as well. I think it looks quite funky. And one thing I do want to do is I want to stick hydrofoils on the bottom of this, because I find with airships sticking hydrofoils on, is particularly this kind of airship. What is going on here? Oh, let's bump the range up of you a little bit. There we go. Okay, beautiful. ACB goes here, and that is going to... so... on start, where's you? Hydrofoils, set angle to max. And now we are going to... ah! Right, now we are going to superglue hydrofoils all along the bottom of this thing, so that if it dunks into the water, it's not a problem. And I might have to redo the nose, actually. In fact, I'm going to redo the nose right now while I think of it, because pointy nose is best. Especially since this thing's going to be flying, so... yeah, pointy. Give you a solid schnoz right there. Not the pole, not the pole. And again, some people in the audience might find this incredibly pointy nose a little bit ugly. And you are right, it is very ugly, so... God. Does it look better with this? Not really. So let's change that again. Just have 2 meters slopes. Damn it. Okay, and 2 meter wedges. Wedges. Delicious. By the way, I haven't had lunch. Okay, that still looks rather stupid, but it means the thing will be aerodynamic, and that is what counts. Okay, back to original plan. Going to superglue hydrofoils on the butt. How much does this thing cost at the moment? Okay, so we're getting close to 20,000 materials, which is probably more expensive than what I want for this, to be perfectly honest. And let's just do this quickly. Solid nose. Wait, no. Do the outsides first. Outsides first. Triangle corner. 3 meters. And there's... Incidentally, I always tend to like building things in wood first. Because with wood it's... well, for one thing, I think wood looks cool in this game. And for another, it's kind of easy to see what you're doing using wood. Because of where the nails are on this. So, little black stripes. You can see where beams are... Why is that still on? Gosh, dang it. Where is the thing? Shift L. There we go. Look at that. We can see what we're doing. Thank you, devs. So, here we are here. And let's do this. And not that yet. I did say I was meaning to put extra layers on the bottom, and by gum, I am. Okay. I know what you're thinking. Hold your horses. The hydrofoils are coming. It's the long-awaited moment. I know. Long-awaited moment. Long-awaited... Cruts. What is going on up there? This is a shonky nightmare. Okay. Okay, good. And there, and now we stick the wedges back on. Wedges. Okay, so that, to those of you who really like a well-shaped prow, or, no, not prow, bow, that's it, you will hate this, I guarantee it. Hang on, what happens if we do this? It looks worse, okay. Okay, fair enough. Can't all be winners. But it is going to go like stink if we do it like this. In fact, it'll go like stink if we do this now. It'll go more like stink. And then I'm going to do this. No, I'm going to do that. Ayo, it looks interesting. That's a good way of describing it, right? Okay, so... I am going to be lazy and do this. And while that's happening, not going over the limit yet. And, okay, so hydrofoils, number 1. Hydrofoil. Probably won't need too many, mostly in the nose. Actually, we just need them running down the middle, actually. Because the thing has roll control. This is Major Tom to roll control. There's weird things happening right now. Sorry, this weird song just popped into my head. Building, building, building. Building, building, building. Building, building, building a boat. Except not really. Flying boat. Okay, so now we have emergency... I can... we can turn that off for a second. Okay, so now, if this thing does flop into the water, it'll kind of skim along the surface of it rather than actually plunge into it. Not that that's likely to happen. Things with Daddy Blades are, even if you get them in the water, it's really hard to sink them. You need to kill their engines as well. So, what? Let's check the checklist. So, add an engine with more than 10 power. Don't need to do that. Fuel storage, nah, don't need that. AI, blah blah blah. Rudder ships wheel, nah, forget about that. Plane, so we need thrusters now. But before that, just for giggles, I am going to see whether the firing restrictions work. So, let's spawn in the Atlas again. And you'll see right now that the recoil is knocking it over, so it looks like I have to improve the roll a little bit. Jeez, I never thought that, like... Did you just shoot yourself, you muggins? Whoa, got knocked clean over by the recoil. Don't do that. Okay. We need to set elevation restrictions on all those guns as well. Can you not? What are you doing? Alright, this is why you always test as you build. Because this stupid thing is... What is it doing? Okay, yeah, I need to reverse... one side of it. Okay. Let's see here. I forgot that these things need to be opposite to each other. So... let's see. I'm trying to remember... Ah! Positive is... Hold on. I've got my thinking cap on. It's invisible and looks silly. Which begs the question of how I know it looks silly. No, stop distracting yourself, BorderWise. Okay, so it's... up. Okay, yeah, this one needs to be swapped around. No, wait, shh, I didn't need to do that. There we go, there we go. There we go, it's working now. There we go. You just have to essentially swap, like the way the Daddy Blades spin. There we go. Yeah, there we go. There we go! Beautiful. Okay, the roll control is working. Now we need to set firing restrictions again, which is a pain in the arse. Yeah, so fail-safes don't really work. But now think about it. Let's just try this again. It's working quite well, I think. Admittedly, killing an Atlas is not a huge accomplishment. Oh, for crying out... Okay, I'm getting rid of the side guns. Yep. Well, that was a waste of about 5 minutes. But now we have managed to solve a problem. That problem being the ammunition consumption. Right. So it looks like 2 guns is all we've got, and looks like we're going to need to reinforce the firing restrictions a little bit more. So yeah, we need to do that first, before anything else. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So unfortunately this is the less glamorous part of FTD. Is basically just... You just gotta, you know? So this is going to be the start. Because I don't want this thing shooting through the deck, like, ever. Do want you pointing up a little bit. There we go. Same thing for you, sir. And same thing for all of you little bastards on the turret itself. This is Major Tom to ground control. There's a cheese pie in the microwave. That is not the lyrics, by the way. Not the lyrics at all. Oh, my car. Right. So yeah, firing restrictions are a massive pain in the tush, but they are essential. They are kind of non-negotiable for setting up turrets, and especially for setting up simple weapons, because I can never quite remember if failsafes even work with simple autocannons, but they definitely don't work with simple lasers, which is a serious problem if you intend to use them, because they will shoot your own ships if you forget to set it right. So we're going to do that. This thing won't be able to aim at things that get too close, which means we'll probably have to drop the altitude a bit more. Endless pain! That is, well, wow, that is possibly one of the whiniest things I've ever said. Here I am, playing a expertly crafted video game that's not... Why did I do that? Playing an expertly crafted video game that's not even finished yet, and here I am complaining about it being a pain. What would you rather be doing with your Sunday afternoon, sir? What would you be doing? Not what I wanted to do. There we go. There's a Major Tom to ground control. There's a weird thing in my toilet seat. I should stop just making up the lyrics to various songs if I don't know them. It's, I don't know, interesting. That's not the word I was looking for. The word I was looking for was weird. No one will invite me to parties if I sing songs like that. And I should know, I haven't been invited to a party for ages. Which is just as well, because I don't like parties for the most part. Like, for one thing, I don't drink. I don't drink alcohol at all, never touch the stuff, so any party where you go and get pished is automatically one I don't want to be at, because it's usually quite boring to be the one sober person around drunk people. It also means going outside, which I do quite like, but not when not going outside to parties. It sounds depressing, but trust me, I'm happy. This is Major Tom to ground control. I put way too many guns on this. Yeah, boop, boop. Okay, thank the Lord I deleted some of those other guns. So that's very tight. Hopefully the thing shouldn't shoot itself now. Let's throw the Atlas at it again. God, that's close. Ah, shit. Okay, I'm just gonna tweak these turrets here. Yeah, that's too... Major Tom to ground control. That song's stuck in my head for some reason. It's weird. Not that, you muggin. Oh, I probably should do that. Major Tom to ground control. Maximum range to engage, we're gonna put that at 1,000. Minimum is negative 10. Copy. Possibly not the best idea to have these things exposed either, but you know what? I freaking... my brain hurts. What was I doing? That made it narrower, you muggins. Okay. There we go. There we go. She's peachy, darling. She's beautiful. She's, Sissy. Okay, goo. Let's try Nessie now. $1,500 meters away. And this is why having things bob up and down is a really good idea. Will you get over here, you slow pile of garbo? The firing restrictions, I wish... Are you serious? Rude. Okay, I really need to cover that up. Right, that was less than ideal. So, now, clearly, we need to do this. This is Major Tom to grand control. Ah, that song's stuck in my head. Why is it stuck in my head? That's a sexy turret right there, and by sexy I mean not at all. You know you're a good builder when you have to modify everything. You have to modify the turret after you've placed it. That's good design work, that is. That's thinking ahead, which I do all the time. I don't. I really don't think ahead when building things. That's why I keep having to go back and change things. It's also why I don't build many things. There are people who can fart out designs like no one's business. And also, I'm going to... Okay, enough of this nonsense. Let's see here. Well, let's adjust the broadside settings a little bit. Preemptively. And someone told me that the AI only pays attention to one AI card at a time. I think that is true, but I do want this thing to fly over land occasionally. But, Okay, into broadside below that, and that. Okay, that's very good. Very good. Okay, and save. Okay, let's get on with our lives, and by that I mean let's stick propulsion on this thing. Now, I'm not actually going to stick the main propulsion. Actually, let's stick the main propulsion in the back. The risk of what the setup right here is, you'll notice the ammunitions in the back is a kind of aim point spoof. That's a good idea because it's less likely to get hit, but it also means that if you stick the propulsion on the back as well, what'll happen is that the propulsion tends to get shot off a lot. So, something to consider at the very least. But we're gonna do that anyway and just see how this works, because I always end up changing things in my designs anyway. And let's stick huge jet engines on the back here. Huge jet engines flush. Do that. This. Let's not have it sweet honky orange. This, and another one of these. How expensive is this? This is still not prohibitively expensive, but it could be. So if I do this now... Wait, no, if I do this now, just use air and water mode. Hello? Oh, right. We need a vehicle controller. And save vehicle. Might need to stick another RTG. Whoa, look how fast this thing is. Excellent. Right, we are going to now add some turning thrusters, but right before that we will do this. We will tidy up the backside of this thing. Lots of stuff on it, so... And having a good time, having a good time. How are we doing for time? Great, we could probably actually finish this damn thing, or at least get it close enough to finished so that I can call it a day and have lunch, because I'm actually starting to get hungry. Great timing, BorderWise. You're building while hungry. That's almost as good as driving while hungry, which is not a good idea. Kids, if you're watching this, if you don't have a driver's license, actually, even if you do have a driver's license right now, do not drive while hungry. It's a very bad idea. And actually, let's do this instead. So we need less of these, and then, well, I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I don't want to use a wood block right there because I have an aversion to using wood blocks. And did wood get more expensive? No, it didn't. We're good. We can do this. Whoop. No, that's silly. I forgot these damn things were in here. No, that looks dumb. That looks kind of cute. Hey, yes, let's do that. Right, so backside is basically done. We're gonna go way over here, and we are going to stick some turning thrusters right here. This is major time to grand control. Cartman is in my house. Okay. We're gonna have a huge jet engine. Like a huge jet engine flush. What is going on? Oh, that's going on. This is probably overkill, but I don't mind. Let's do that thing again. Where's it? Aha, look at that. Actually, no, that looks awful. Let's do this. Look at that. It's hidden. Okay. Oh, wait. Yes, it's hidden, but it's actually still there. Ha ha ha! And let's fix up the inside here, because this is not well armored. Actually, the whole damn thing's made of wood. It's not well armored at all. What are you talking about, lad? What are you talking about? What's that thing? A thing. Okay. Meep. This is major time to grand control. Ah! It's in my head. It's in my head. I don't know why it's in my head. Okay, so whoosh turns well, and We are over 20,000, so I'm going to stick an extra not RPG, blech, RTG. Right, that's a waste of time, so what are we going to do instead? We're going to stick a material storage in here. Whoop! And now we need to find more RTG room, which is easy, it's right here. Let's see. And now we're going to put a little bit of a finishing touch of it by adding more armor to the sides here, because it gets hit on the sides a lot, and hilarious but true story, layered wood is a little bit better than people generally think it is. So I'm just going to fill this all up with wood as far as I can. And there's a nice little cavity back here which we can probably put stuff in, should we so desire. I was so happy when I figured out how you use square things to make magic happen. And it happens like this. This is Major Tom, the ground control. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do at all. I wanted to do the opposite of that. That way. It's that way. Well, turns out I haven't figured out the best way to do this, so... yeah, make it wider. It's gonna be a fat little airship. When did you get longer? I thought it was 50 meters long. Oh well. Guess not. Oh yeah, I lengthened it slightly. This is Major Tom to ground control. There's a bunyip in my Burger King. I apologize, I am apparently in a very weird mood. Does that look like garbage? Yes, yes it does. That looks... weird. It looks fat. I think I might just call this thing the bunyip, just for giggles. How many blocks is this? It's over 1,000 blocks. Yay for inefficiency. Excuse me? What? Why did you just flop out of the sky? What? What? I'm very confused. What? Sorry, what? That's gotta be a bug, because, what the hell just happened? No, really, what? What? Might have to restart the designer, because that was weird. That was... bizarre. Oh my god, the game's freaking out. Please don't crash on me. Come on. Only got a little bit of time left. I cannot believe this might turn into a 3-part series. I will be unable to comprehend that. This was not supposed to be a long build at all. Nope, that one. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Yeah, this thing is probably way too bulky for what it's meant to be, but on the bright side, look how many layers of wood there are. Lots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of wood, which means, seriously, I don't know what is happening. Let's restart the designer and see if that fixes it. Because there's no reason why it should do that, unless I somehow made it too heavy. I did make it too heavy. Yep, it's too heavy. This is why you send the thing up into the sky only when you are absolutely sure of it. This is major time to ground control. Let's see, how can I make this thing fly again? Step 1, move that thing. Okay, so we're gonna take this thing, we're going to copy it, and we're gonna move it a little bit over here and add Okay, that is currently 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn it. Okay. New plan. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Seven. Can stick another one here. Okay, we're getting off the water, little bit by little bit. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 9 and 10, hopefully. There we go. We're back in business. We're back in business. Sorry about that. And this is... Have I mentioned that I do this a lot in my... Okay, so this thing is basically done. So now, let's see. First, real live combat test. Nessie! And she's shooting herself. And she's running out of energy quite fast. Well, no, is she? No, she is. Little bit by little bit. Oh, okay. Gosh dang it. Oh, this thing does drive-by shootings by the looks of it. Okay, so we need a few more RTGs. Wow, that looked kind of cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. You, sir. A little bit more RTG edge. This is not going very well. This is going to be one of those builds, I can already tell. Oh, you mother... Okay, destroy that. Yep, so this is why you always combat test your nonsense, because currently this thing's running out of power a little bit. So what that means is I am going to... What does that mean exactly? I could keep strapping RPGs on 25,000. Did I mention that a lot of my builds turn out to be failures? This might turn out to be one of them. Also looks like I need to... Let's see that again. Let's try that again. Nessie. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. Oh my god, what the hell? What are you doing? Why are you pitching down into the ground? Well, not ground, you know what I mean. Well, this isn't a complete failure, but looks like... Okay, so what happens if we do this again? Because these things, when they spin by the looks of it... Okay, yeah, right. Didn't need those. Didn't need them at all, in fact. Or, no, I did. What are you doing? Let's jack you up to 10. Let's jack you up to 10, see what happens. Nothing good, apparently. Nope, there we go. Yeah, this is weird. Okay, so, yeah, teething problems are a thing. And part of the reason for that is, let's modify the broadside angle, because if you set it to 91, I find it tends to sail away from things. Sail. I mean, the other thing. Fly. Set it to 85. Set it to 85. Okay, this is essentially tweaking what I'm doing now, and looks like this is going to turn into a 3-part series. Joy, oh joy. Gonna have to continue tweaking this later. Or I could figure this out off screen and finish the video now. Nah, let's not do that. Could get rid of some of the thrusters. Let's have this thing fly really low. Like, I mean really low. What the hell? No, not that. This. Max value. This is... Okay, let's have this thing fly very low indeed. Because I don't feel like fiddling with those altitude restrictions again. See how that works. Also means the thing's going to continually change speed as well. Oh yeah, this is essentially a hybrid airship and water skimmer now. Oh, I like that. That's looking good. Actually, something like this might be better off using missiles, but, let's see. Oh, I like that. I do like that. That's interesting and fun. Oh, this thing will be annoying to fight. And the thing constantly changes speed as well. Makes it even harder to hit. Okay, once things are in the water, it's a little bit of an issue. Ammo's keeping up quite nicely. Interesting, it's not getting a target. Yeah, that's a fun craft. But yeah, I think autocannons aren't the thing for this. What I might do is get back to regular content, leave this for a little bit. Nah, I can't leave that for a little bit. Now, I'll have to think about what to do, and I'm open to suggestions, but I think that this might be a good craft to stick small missiles on. It'll be more expensive, but frankly, it was expensive by the... Wow, that turret's weird. I should really keep it a little bit closer. But yeah, I'm actually liking this thing so far. It's not incredibly effective at the moment, but yeah, definitely still needs work. But yeah, I'm rambling now. What I should be saying is thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And I will see you next time in From the Depths. Let's build. I'm not even sure what to call this thing anymore. It's not really an airship, not really a hovercraft. It's got a minigun or two on it. I don't even know. Farewell!